Hello and welcome to another update video on XRP. Late update today for XRP. Just didn't have time for it earlier. And then you see there's like a massive crash, and the market basically just tested April lows, which is crazy. Yeah. I mean, we have to say, like, movements like these in crypto, they happen every few months. Yeah. This was kind of extraordinary. This was more than what we saw in recent months. And also XRP. Look, in terms of a sell-off like this, it hasn't happened in a very long time. I mean, this was from where the volume candle started. This was like a 50% down, 45% down. And a real scam wick, because it already recovered 45 to 50% from today's crash. I mean, I said it in some of the other videos. I mean, I keep it short here. We don't focus on the micro. It doesn't make sense. I just want to give you a general view. We're still holding large support, but micro support levels clearly broke. It sometimes just happens like that in crypto every few months. Obviously, there was a fundamental event. Larger support levels are still holding. For XRP, my main support is at around $1.20. It's been for a long time. It's the 50% retracement of the rally from the October low. And as long as we're holding that, I still call that potentially a wave 4 here. But it was a real scam week. Market still hasn't settled. I think it's too early to draw any conclusions. To really get into a proper recovery, even though it sounds crazy when I say like that, because it already recovered like 50% from the low. But we need to get back above the candle where the volume started. Well, the volume kicked in today, so I need to get it back above around about 280. Yeah. So I really just want to give you a quick update. I don't want to make it long, extended. Needless to say, if we see a further downside move, I mean, ideally this is a low, right? If it goes down further and we break down again, that means this whole flush isn't over. It is scary, I know, for those who are trading, especially with leverage. And I did read it. Some of people's stops didn't even trigger. I mean, key is in technical analysis, right? Nobody knows what's going to happen, right? Especially in crypto, things are very volatile. But you set the stop for a reason, and then when it doesn't even get triggered, I mean, that's frustrating, right? And then it triggers somewhere down there, and then it recovers 50%. And that's why it can be so dangerous to trade leverage in crypto. Yeah. When you're trading spot, these charts, they are already volatile, right? This is already stocks on steroids. You normally don't need additional leverage for that. If you do, then at least keep the position size small to keep the risk management manageable. But I always say this. I mean, I'm always teaching risk management principles, but the thing is, it's obviously sometimes just what it is. You can set a stop loss, you have technical levels from your analysis, and in theory, the stop should trigger below that, right? Below local invalidations. But I had some messages of people who said, well, my stop just didn't trigger on my exchange. I can only recommend just use larger exchanges, but I heard even like on Bitcoin, Bitget's exchange, stops just didn't trigger. I know it's frustrating. I mean, I can't do anything about it. But from a chart point of view, it certainly triggered the alternative. A move like that, no chance. A local structure held. I mean, you know that we didn't even confirm a low here at any point because the chart did never give us 5 waves up. But there was a chance, right, for at least a recovery. But the market couldn't break above 340. Then lost micro support, which was around 265. I mean, that was the first warning. That was the 265 level was my key support level, right? But then there was an alternative here. It even skipped that completely, just broke down and recovered. We'll see. We have to see if it. We have to see how the structure builds now, because a wick like that doesn't really give us any structure. But wanted to keep you updated about the chart. Larger support is still between 120 and 155. And 120 needs to hold for me to consider XRP still to be in something that I would call a bull market. But yeah, it's crazy if you get 50% down and then up, and yeah. So I have to work through the charts. I keep you updated. Hope you enjoyed the update, even though it's a crazy day. So thanks for watching, nevertheless, and make sure you subscribe, leave a like. Thanks so much. Bye-bye.